Look, if there's anything we want, it's less dishes. And today, I'm making that happen. 3 ridiculously good one-pot meals. That's right, one pot. That means less time cleaning and more time eating. So grab a spoon, because this is gonna be good. Wait, I have to discuss something right off the bat. Do you notice anything about me? Am I close enough for them to notice?
Why don't you get closer?
Do you notice anything about me? What might you notice? I cut myself. Cut my nose.
How?
I'm gonna get to that. I cut my nose shaving.
Huh?
I know, it's a bit of a stretch for most people because you're standing there in the mirror and you're just doing this. Well, I don't shave in front of a mirror. I shave in the shower. It's my system and it's an excellent one.
I cut my nose shaving.
And something happened this morning that I can't quite describe. I don't know. There I was shaving and I must have
Going
been
up on his cheeks for some reason.
So I go, leave me alone. I got a great shave today too, by the way.
That's the most crazy part.
Max has argued about the way I shave. He says, here, you have to go down. I don't. I go up.
Let's check the tape.
I go up here.
We have you shaving on camera. Let's
You
go to
can
it.
get the tape, fine. I bet you won't be able to find it. Here's the point. The point is, at some point here, I was distracted and I went whoosh, like that. And I
Cut my nose shaving.
And I felt this just a touch. And I went, I didn't just, there was blood. Shit. And it's not a big deal. I mean, I don't really care. Other than the fact that I'm at a conference in 2 days on stage speaking. That will be there. Okay, forget all that. Here's the good news. There's beef involved today, there's chicken involved today, and there's shrimp and orzo involved. You know what orzo is? You know what orzo is?
Yeah, pasta.
Of course you do. It's pasta. It's like a rice thing. It's a rice thing masquerading as a pasta. It was my mother's go-to side dish whenever she entertained it. Boy, could she entertain. Anyway, this is all going to be good. And as promised, everything cooks just in one thing. How's that? It's fabulous. We'll start with the longest one first, and that would be the beef. We're making a beef and potato stew, and that's almost a 2-pound chuck roast. Nice marbling, it's gonna be great. We don't need all the fat, but we'll deal with that. But you see what it's got? Look right there. You know what that is? That's one of those little pop-up thermometers, like you see in turkeys. And you know what they are? They're absolute pieces of shit. Don't ever trust this to tell you when this is ready, or a turkey, or whatever. This is like a 1/1,000,000th of a cent piece that how could it ever be accurate? It can't be. It's junk. Get rid of it. Use an instant read thermometer if you need something. But now we got to cut this up into bite-sized pieces, so do that. I always tell you, think about how somebody's going to eat the food. I mean, I want some fat in this, but this is unnecessary. Here's the deal. Imagine this shows up on your plate. It's going to shrink a little bit, but that's not a mouthful. It's too big. So I'm going to make these smaller, and I'm going to make them chunks like that. I like decent size ones. I don't want them too big, but I don't want them too small, and that is going to be great. So cut all this up, and I'll be back. And when you're all cut up, this we need to sear. Can't do it all at once, so we'll do it in 2 batches. Okay, little oil in our pan. Pan's pretty hot. We'll do about half of this. I always say it, if you do too much at once, you're just gonna drive the temperature of the pan down, and you don't want that. You want these guys nicely browned. So take your time, let it happen, and you'll be rewarded with beautifully seared pieces of beef that will impact the flavor in the most excellent way possible. We're gonna season along the way, but we can add a little now. Won't be the worst thing ever. You're looking for that. Great. Flip everybody, repeat, take them out, do the remainder. I meant to use some beef tallow, so I'll tell you what, let's throw a little in. Now we're talking. How's that for a smell change, huh? If what you're smelling is amazing, you know the taste is gonna be amazing too. All right, these guys look good. Take them out, let the pan heat up again, put the rest in. Out they come. Look how great they are. All right, a little more tallow. I'm loving this. Everybody should have beef tallow at home. And then some potato and carrot, some onion. This we want to just begin to soften. So give it 3-4 minutes, okay? Looking great, but now we need some garlic and just a tiny shot of oil to love it. Give that 1 minute. And after a minute, mix that all in and add a couple tablespoons of tomato paste. And you want that to toast a little bit. Give it a minute or so before you start mixing it in. You can mix it in right away, but if you let it sit there, it'll just give it a little bit deeper flavor, which is always welcome because heat changes things. All right, now. When it's mostly mixed in, it's time for some liquids. And this is the moment that we worry if the Sam the Cooking Guy 12-inch cast iron pan can handle everything that needs to go in this one pot meal. First liquid is beef broth. Shit, gonna be tight. You want this to start to bubble. We're also gonna add a cup of red wine. Oh boy. It's a little precarious, but I think we can make it happen. We haven't done much seasoning, so a good hit of kosher salt and pepper and some extra pepper because I love it. A little dried thyme, we mix. And last but not least, Max?
Our beef.
Our beef, right. And the juices. So carefully, carefully. Oh God, come on everybody. And what would Guy Fieri say here, Max?
Everyone in the pool. And then his little bitch son, who I challenged to a boxing match. I'll fuck you up, Hunter.
You gotta stop that.
Fucking smash you.
Do not put that in. All right, now we're just waiting for this to boil.
God, it's almost going over the edge.
It's okay, it'll reduce. And when it boils, lid goes on, turn it down to a simmer, leave it for an hour and a half or 2 hours. You're looking for the beef to be super tender and the potatoes soft. Well, after 1.5 hours exactly, look at that. I mean, honestly, if you could smell this, and it was pretty simple, you know? And at this point, you have a choice. You see the thickness of the broth? If you'd like it a little thicker, and we'll let Max decide. Would you like it a little thicker?
Thicker.
All right, so let's do that. And it's very simple. We just take a little bowl, put some cornstarch in it, and add some water just to make a little slurry. So mix it up, and then we'll add some a little bit at a time to the liquid in the pan. And you want to add it while the liquid in the pan is hot. So put some in, give it a little stir, and see what you've got. You don't want to make it too thick, because I think the proper move here is to serve it on rice or noodles or something. You don't need potatoes because they're already in there. And look, you can see it thickening. I mean, it's beautiful. And the cornstarch, in addition to thickness, adds some glossiness to the whole thing. It's gorgeous. And now it looks like it's ready to go. So we'll just throw in a little parsley and you're done. I mean, yes, it took an hour and a half on the stovetop, but still, look, you've got cool fall, winter evenings, and everybody at the table is going to be screaming with joy for this. Just look at it. Dang is right. I was just thinking, if you don't want to use the wine, we just put more broth in. Bon appetit. Oh, chewing? What chewing? You'd take all the teeth out of my head and I'd be able to enjoy this. That is some tender effing beef. But what exact temperature did I have it simmering at? I don't know. Nobody knows. So you got to test it. If after an hour and a half, you reach in and it's not squishy and they fall aparty, then give it a few more minutes. 5-10 more minutes and just keep adding that way. Oh, gosh. One Sam the Cooking Guy cast iron pan. Coming up next, there's orzo, there's tomatoes, there's shrimp, and there's deliciousness. You know how people say don't judge a book by its cover? Well, judge these slippers by its cover, because this is Sherpa. Inside, outside, all Sherpa. These are the Bombas Sunday slippers, and they're basically the shoe equivalent of wrapping your feet in a warm hug. Hard bottom sole too, so you can grab the mail or take out the trash without looking like a complete slob. Or maybe you want the gripper slippers, the kind you toss right in the wash with your socks, and they fit in your suitcase for that trip where you're pretending winter doesn't exist. And here's the kicker. Bombas isn't just about comfort. And every time you buy something, they donate one of the top 3 requested items at homeless shelters: socks, underwear, and tees. And so far, they've donated over 150 million items. So yeah, you're not just cozy, you're helping someone out too. Feel good and do good with Bombas. And new customers get 20% off. Just shoot the QR code or hit the link below and use code STCG20 at checkout to get 20% off your first purchase. This kid begins with some oil. I figure you would know that. Some onion, and let this sweat. We just want these guys to, start to soften up, become slightly more translucent. 2-3 minutes. Time for a little splash and a little garlic. And we're gonna add some red pepper flakes to this. Now I'd say, a half a teaspoon, you'd be safe without it being too hot. I like maybe a little bit more, but that's me. And we mix. But back away. But back away, because when the chili flakes hit the hot deck, it comes back in a very big way. Next in, the orzo. Like, it looks like rice. It's actually pasta. Give this a light little toasting for a minute. All right, next in, we have two liquid type things. The first will be a can of diced tomatoes.
Not a liquid.
It's a liquid. There's liquid in there.
There's liquid in there. That doesn't make it a liquid.
It's a liquid. It's more a liquid than a solid. It was Mr. Burroughs' science class, 8th grade. And now the other liquid that could be a solid, but it's not. Chicken broth.
Well, that's a liquid.
Could be a solid if I wanted it to be. Just to put it in the freezer. Come on, everybody. All right, this comes to a boil like this. Turn it down to a simmer. Leave it uncovered for 10 minutes. You can give it a little gentle stir every couple minutes. That would be nice of you. Now we add our shrimp like that. And they're gonna take no more than 3 or 4 minutes, but you wanna make sure that everybody's sort of under the, what's that? Under the top of the pool. What's that called? Top of the water.
Level? Under the surface?
Yeah, you wanna make sure that they're all
Submerged.
submerge under the surface a little bit. There you go. All right. Then after that, 2 quick things and it's game over. Recipe over. Hey, these guys have been in for like a minute. See what's happening here? We're already turning pink, which is great. But that's why you want the stuff underneath the surface level. Okay, 2 minutes. It's looking beautiful. Let's add a couple things. Salt and pepper, we haven't added that yet. Some lemon juice, serenaded by the gardener's lawnmower next door. Wow. Last but not least, some chopped parsley. Oh my God, oh my God. Done. That's it. That's an amazing one-pot meal. Amazing. And if you've never had orzo, get on it. You'll like it. It's in the pasta aisle. And gosh, so you need a little orzo and a little shrimp, which they're not that little, but oh, what the hell. Do you see the steam? It's gonna be hot in my mouth. That's what she said. So stupid. Listen. Oh. The spice is perfect. I add a little extra chili flake for me. You don't have to, but you should. The lemon just brought the whole thing together. Oh my God, it's just the most delightful. You know, you could serve this cold if you wanted. Winter hot, summer cold. That's some crusty bread. And everything is made in that one Sam the Cooking Guy 12-inch cast iron pan. How's that for a quick promo? All right, this is number 2. This is number 2. Number 3, what the hell is number 3? Oh, number 3, there's chicken involved, there's herbs, there's lemons, and all right, with our pan warming and a little olive oil in, we'll take bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs and start them a browning. Not too hot. We don't want to burn them. We're just going for a nice, beautiful color. You're probably looking, 4 or 5 minutes aside. I'd be curious to know, amongst laypersons, thighs or breasts, among the
a layperson?
like not a person in the food community.
Am I a layperson?
You are.
Breasts.
Let's ask. All right, let's turn them over. What? Well, look at this. It's like a bikini, the skin. Oh my God. What have I done? Holy. There you go. It's like a
Song for you.
It's like a halter top. All right, 3 or 4 more minutes. We're gonna be all right. All right, these guys are coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the same pan, we're gonna add some diced onion. What the hell? And soften. Give this a couple minutes. All right, garlic time. You knew that, right? Shot of oil, wait till it's fragrant. We've done this dance 1,000 times before. We mix. You marvel at how delicious it smells. Wait. You marvel at how amazing it smells. Delicious as a taste. I'm going for a little smoked paprika. I call that a little. And then some rice. Sorry, then in some long grain rice. And we mix, toast it up a bit. You're never gonna go wrong by toasting rice or pasta when you're making a dish like this. It will only make the flavors better. And when everything is smelling magnificent, here comes our chicken broth. Zest and juice of a lemon, and we season. Salt and pepper. All right, we want to bring this to a little boil, and as it's coming there, we add our chicken back. Hello, chicken. It comes to a boil, we'll turn it down to a simmer, cover it up with a lid, leave it alone, 20, 25 minutes till the rice is fluffy and the chicken is perfectly cooked. I'll show you how to know when it's ready. And 25 minutes later, you lift the lid, it's still bubbling a little bit. Okay, so kill the heat, and this is now going to get a lot better. We'll take the chicken pieces out just for a second. And remember, I promised to tell you how you'd know when they were ready. Well, I used an instant read thermometer, and these were all between 175 and like 182, 183. That's kind of your sweet spot. Feel free to go more if you want. But now, 2 things I'm going to add. First will be some fresh chopped parsley. Of course, it adds beautifulness and a little flavor. And the second, maybe the best part of this dish, will be some fresh chopped dill. And we mix everything in. I love this. Then the chicken comes back in. They'll touch more green on the top. And if you want to be a little naughty, little drizzle of good olive oil over the top. A little bit more pepper. And ladies and gentlemen, as they say, that is that. Wow, this rice. I'm telling you, that long grain. You use the long grain for this. See how moist and tender it is? It's freaking gorgeous. But now a little bite of chicken. See what I just did, Max? I never cut chicken thighs perfectly and get a bite. I just did. So now I get a little bit of rice. Come on, stay together for me, you. All right, now we're talking. This is pretty as a picture, isn't it? Who doesn't like a one-pan pot deal? I'm not kidding, I eat that shit all day long. And I don't mean shit in the sense you mean shit. I mean shit in the, oh, holy crap, is that fantastic. I believe we've done some good work here today. What have you learned? You've learned that with one pan, you can make crazy delicious stuff in not very long. 2 of them were like 25 minutes, 1 was an hour and a half, but you're doing nothing. You go watch TV. Go catch up on the, I don't know, what are the kids watching these days?
Peacemaker.
Go watch Peacemaker and play with that, what's that thing? That new thing that just came out.
Game Boy.
Game Boy, that's what, Game Boy. It's not Game Boy. All right, thanks you guys. Hey, if you haven't, if this is not worthy of you hitting the subscribe button, what is? What do you want, blood? Might still have some on my nose from my shaving incident, but.
Tonight is the night. It's not a walk, it is a must. So come and dance with me, girl. To the track of my nose.
What?
Well, I felt it.
No, you didn't.
Of course, why would I do that?
You imagined
I
it.
did not. I know
Because
when
you
that
love-
fucking shit is on me.
you